What is up, everybody? It's your boy Kevin Smiley, and welcome back to Kevin TV, your positive car culture channel. Today, as you can see in the title, we're going to be doing the Seafoam cleaning, dude. That's right. So, before we get into it, my boy Bk2 Menace is actually on his way. He's going to be helping us out with this because this is a two-man job. And not only that, he's going to explain a little bit more what the benefits of using this is, especially on your Bk2 GDI gasoline direct injected. So without further ado, we're going to jump into it and get started. All right, so the first thing we want to do before we even get started is obviously turn this thing around, because you want your exhaust pipes facing out of your garage. You do not want to do this with it facing inward. So we're going to go ahead and get that cold start real quick for you guys. All right, so we got the hood popped, obviously. That's the next step, obviously. And then once my boy rolls up, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. But while we're waiting on him, I'm gonna take a look at the can. And you can buy one of these at O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Pet Boys, I believe. As far as I've heard, AutoZone, I shop at O'Reilly's because I had a bad experience with a Pet Boys out here where I stay at in Pomona. But anyways, but yeah, so here's a close-up of the can or whatever. It's still all wrapped up, and it has the straw, whatever. Make sure it has this with it. They all should come with it, whatever. But yeah, this one's the top engine cleaner, because there is another one for dumping it into your gas and oil. I forgot the name of that one, but make sure it's this one that looks like this can. And as you can see, it helps remove harmful deposits from critical engine areas, and then it gives you kind of like where the benefits. And at the top, you see it right there, gasoline direct injection, GDI, and that's what the Bk2 is, gas turbo, you know. So you guys, this is something good, especially if you're high mileage. I'm not high mileage yet. I'm close to high mileage. I'm 68,000 miles. I had it since I had 1,600 miles on it. I always try to do my oil changes on time or whatever, not wait too late or anything like that. We'll discuss that more when my boy gets here. He just makes it easier because he's done this multiple times on his Genesis Coupe, which is a 3.8 gasoline direct injected, obviously. So yeah, it really keeps everything on the inside of your engine clean. So we're just gonna jump into it when he rolls up. All right, my boy just came through, Bk2 Menace. I'm gonna put his Instagram down below. You guys know who he is. He gonna speak a little bit about why are we doing this right here today.
All right, so there's been a lot of talk in the community about maintenance right now because engines are scarce and people are starting to peak, you know, at 100K and all that stuff on mileage on the motor. So one of the things that I do to keep my engine clean is I run the GDI cleaner. We have different brands. I think it's CDG or something that makes this stuff, and then Seafoam. Either one is good. I personally use Seafoam. It's a real good product. It helps break down all of the carbon buildup in the valves. So basically, in a nutshell, these engines are GDI. So what that means is GDI stands for gasoline direct injection. So on a multi-port MPI engine, the fuel injectors sit behind the valves. So as you get on the gas and the gas sprays out of the injectors, it hits the back of the valves, and technically what it's doing is it's cleaning the valves. On GDI engines though, it's the opposite. The fuel injectors sit in the combustion chamber, so there's no fuel to clean the back of the valves. So periodically you have to use products like this to spray inside the intake manifold and clean out the back of the valve, so you minimize carbon buildup. Too much carbon builds up, causes high compression and just shitty performance for your engine, and ultimately it's just bad news. So you use products like this to kind of maintain the cleanliness in the valves and keep everything in check internally. So today we're gonna bust this out right quick, show you guys how to put it in, the intake, throttle body, manifold, all that good stuff. Just the process of doing all this. So that's what we on today. So stay tuned.
All right, cool.
And then what you want to do is you want to keep the RPMs at a consistent 3K. So we're gonna sit on the gas while I'm on the gas, keeping the RPMs at 3,000 RPM. Kevin's gonna be in here spraying this into the throttle body. So you don't want to just turn around and just spray this all in one shot. You want to do it in like 2-second intervals. So you blast, psst, pause, psst, pause, psst, pause. Because if you flood the engine with this, then it's gonna stall out, and yeah, it's basically just gonna water lock. So do it in like 2-second intervals. But you got to keep it at 3,000 RPM. And what you'll see is, as this Seafoam starts to get into the carbon or whatever buildup you have in there, you'll start to see a lot of white smoke. That white smoke is completely normal. Don't get nervous by it. Don't get scared. It's normal. Once this process is done and the can is empty, you kind of want to just let the car sit for a second, maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, and then take the car out on the drive and kind of drive aggressive. You don't want to just redline it or anything, but just get on the freeway, drive kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? Just drive. Yeah. And then you may or may not see more white smoke fly out the exhaust. So that's the whole process with this. So I'm gonna jump in the driver's seat. Kev's gonna sit here and blast the Seafoam, and then yeah, we'll be back.
All right, so here's the route we're gonna take to try to make sure it gets in there. We actually use the breather valve, stick the stem through there, and then close it up, whatever, so we know that it's gonna suck all that in there.
Because Kevin's car is acting funny, and she doesn't want to open up to me, so.
It's my car.
Yeah, so Kevin has to sit in the driver's seat now. Maybe she'll open up to him.
All right, so we go ahead and do the thing. So what you say, we'll start it, you want to still do $2,000?
Just keep it at $2,000. Now it should open with everything.
All right. Yeah.
It was soaking it up.
All right.
You ready?
All right, let me know when you connect it. You ready?
Go ahead, I'm on you.
All right, cool. Try to keep it steady. In between 2 or 3 is where you want to be. So he's pausing 2-second intervals. So he sprays 1, 2, sprays 1, 2, he sprays 1, 2. And I have full control of the throttle. One thing that we have figured out was the way we were doing it, the car started freaking out because the straw was actually stopping the throttle body from closing all the way. So that's the reason why I gotta check engine light. Is it blowing it? Oh, there it is. I see white smoke. All right, so yeah, we killed the whole can. We'll go ahead and turn the car off. We're gonna let it rest. For how long you said? Let it sit.
Man, let it soak for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, then I gotta drive it or whatever. drive it. I'm gonna go to Christian's pad. He's like, want to say like 30 miles away. Drive it there, get on it a little bit, let it finish doing its thing. And that's pretty much it, people. Yeah. All right, y'all. So it's all done. I'm about to hit the road, take it for a drive. I'm probably gonna drive about like 30 plus miles or whatever, whatnot. You don't have to drive that much, but I'm going to check out the homie, get some carbon fiber replaced, man. You guys check that out. Follow my boy Bk2 Minutes on Instagram. You guys know what to do. And don't worry about when you start it up after you did the Seafoam and there's like a bunch of smoke or whatever. It's supposed to do that. Don't trip. It's all good. The process is pretty much done. But yeah, with that being said,
Hey, I got this. Hey, like Kev always says at the end of his videos, man, never look at the glass as half empty but half full.
yeah, here we go, dude. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe.
All that.
And like you said, dude, notification bell. And just stay tuned to the channel. That's all I got to say. I got to get up out of here. Just remember, legends live forever. Rest easy, Dustin Davis. Rest easy, my friend. Peace.